So when Better Than Ready arrived at Lyndhurst, he had a good race record. He lightly raced. He had 16 starts. He won 8 of those 16. He was placed at Group 1 level at Doomben in the Doomben 10,000 behind Your Song, and he was placed 5th in the Group 1 Newmarket Handicap at Flemington. He's by More Than Ready, the champion stallion who's shuttled for nearly 20 years from Kentucky and America here to the Hunter Valley. As a sire prospect, he came here with a relatively cheap price tag. He had the race record, he had the looks. Being a non-Group 1 winner, he wasn't a multi-million-dollar stallion. So we took the punt on those good looks and his good race record. And he attracted 138 mares in his first season here at stud, as opposed to his 230 mares he received last spring. So he's a very popular horse, and leading into next season, we're already taking inquiries from the Hunter Valley, which is great to get some of the big farms on board. Better Than Ready's oldest crop are 2-year-olds now, so he's done 4 seasons here at Lyndhurst, and last year was his biggest season thus far, on the back of his 2-year-olds coming out in October, and they've been winning ever since 2-year-old racing started this season. He's got 10 individual winners. Of the other first season sires, Rubik has 4 individual winners, so he's streets ahead at the moment. Better Than Ready as an individual, he's quite a feisty character. It's typical of most stallions. They can be a little bit of a handful at times, but he knows his job. He does his job well. Just parading, he can be a little bit naughty at times, particularly if he can see mares within earshot like so. But generally, he's a good horse to handle all round. Yeah. My grandfather bought Lyndhurst off the McDougall family in 1956. So my brother and I are a 3rd generation. Our father's still here on the farm. We've got 3,000 acres. And obviously we stand stallions headed by Better Than Ready. We run cattle. We're fairly self-sufficient in growing our own lucerne hay. We do grow a few grains. So there's about 300 mares on the property, of which 35 mares belong to the family, to Lyndhurst, and all the other mares are mares that board here all year round. With our racing colours, which we have shown on our 2 jockey statues on our main entrance, we have the green and purple quarters, which were made famous by a champion mare called Eyeliner in 1965. She was champion Queensland 2-year-old. And our other set of colours are the red and white diamonds. Breeding in Queensland, it's finally starting to take off. I feel we've got Better Than Ready on the back of the success of Spirit of Boom last year. So they're 2 young sires that are really giving a boost to our industry at the moment. Both stallions have covered big books of mares. They're winning on the track. They've got good numbers in the sales catalogues. So with the QTIS prize money for 2- and 3-year-old racing, the overall scene's looking really good. We just need to follow up Spirit of Boom and Better Than Ready with a few more young horses coming through, get things back on track. So Better Than Ready's progeny have hit the ground running, as we said, and he's had 10 individual winners. He's had the 4 Metropolitan winners, including 2 stakes winners, being Better Reflection in the Callaway Gal Stakes and the ODYSSEY in the Meineck Stakes, or better known now as the Feel and Ready Stakes. His other city winner is Betama, and also there's a filly in Sydney that's a Metropolitan winner called Girls Already. So he really captured everyone's imagination in January with the Magic Millions race, a $2 million 2-year-old race, and Better Than Ready had 4 of the 16 runners. That was a feat that he emulated the Spirit of Boom from the previous season. This horse is being compared to Spirit of Boom in recent months in that he's had the 4 runners in the Magic Million race. He's had 10 individual winners at the same time as Spirit of Boom this time last year. And he's also going into the QTIS sale with a large draft of horses and the favourite for the $500,000 QTIS dual race, which is raced at the Gold Coast 2 days before the sale. With his 10 individual winners, he's had 6 other horses that have been placed second, so there's another 6 that have been knocking on the door, and hopefully a win's around the corner very shortly. With Better Than Ready's instant success, not really a surprise. We liked them all the way through. They've been precocious looking athletes. There was always good reports from horse breakers and then pre-trainers. The minute they started barrier trialling, they started winning. If they weren't winning, they were running second. So when they started coming out in official races and they hit the ground running, it wasn't totally unexpected. It was what we were hoping for. So at this year's QTIS sale, there's 49 better than readies in the catalogue. I think 22 of them are here on farm, and then the rest are divided up amongst other vendors. I think they sell over the 2 days on the 18th and 19th of March. There's almost 50 better than readies in the catalogue. With the current first leading sire, it's the prospects for the sale are looking quite good. Lyndhurst plans for the future, there's really only one plan, and that's to keep breeding winners. Our main business is agistment. A lot of people trust in us to send their mares here. We look after their mares all year round. And like I said, hopefully we just keep producing winners and stakes winners.